I think, at least. Okay. Happy Friday night, everybody. Happy Friday. Happy June. This is our team call that we are holding monthly. And by the sound of it, maybe we should be holding them weekly. So I am so happy to be doing this call just because not only is it a place for me to be accountable, you know, for my daily steps as a leader, as a mentor here, but it also gives our amazing hui a chance to see each other and to connect. Maybe we're not all on the same leg or on the same team, but I've said it before in previous classes that I totally believe in cross-line relationships. I think it's really important to make these friendships, make these sisterhoods, because they are so important and integral for your business. In Hawaii, that's how we thrive. You know, just because you're not blood related doesn't mean that you don't feel that sisterhood kinship. So I want to thank Liza for jumping on as our guest speaker. We're going to be doing a new guest speaker a month, and we're just so happy. Liza, you're our second guest speaker. Last month we had Ashley Kema, and these ladies have been such a huge help in our business, and we're just so lucky to have you. So we want to just get into some agenda items before we jump in and pick Liza's amazing brain. But first up, so welcome. My name is Jordan Kamara. If you don't know who I am the founder of Aloha Aila. And if you're on our team, this is an absolute opportunity, open everything to reach out to me if you need anything. You have amazing leaders in this business, and we are here for you. We're here for your success. We're here if you're a customer. We're here to help you with whatever you need. We'll get into kind of what we offer as a team in a little bit, but I wanted to start off with recognitions, because jumping back into our doTERRA business, not that we ever left, but the beauty of this business for me personally is that I was able to step away, still make a little bit every month, and be able to come back fresh-eyed, momentum, all of that. I have 3 kids. My youngest is, oh my God, is he 10 months? Oh, he's 10 months. He's 10 months old. And when I was Hawaii with him, and probably the first couple months of his life, I definitely took a break. And I kind of, you know, I navigating motherhood every time is a whole new chapter. And so with 3 kids, not that I was overwhelmed, but I definitely wasn't underwhelmed. and it was you know, new things every day, and balancing out our schedule with our 2 other ones. But just being home, and my husband also being home, really allowed us to like connect more as a family. So we're just so excited that we always had doTERRA backing us up and being right there whenever we needed it. Never let us down. So I started this business about 6 years ago, and we have a platinum team with doTERRA. And if you don't know what that means, we have 3 amazing leaders on our team that we have more than 3, I'm sorry, but the 3 leaders that I work personally with. And what a platinum team looks like is 3 silver leaders. And so silver is a huge rank in doTERRA, just because that is, you know, when you not when you're like growing the business, but I feel like for me, when I hit silver, I was like, this is it. Like this is something that I'm dedicating to and I'm wanting, and it was just so exciting. Silver is such a celebrated rank. And so to have 3 silver leaders on our team was huge for us. It was a overwhelming feeling of just accomplishment and gratitude, and throwing it back at my team as thank you guys so much for getting us here, you know. And so last month we had a huge rank advancement in our team, and that was Cici Cullen. She is our first gold. Gold is so huge, such a huge rank, and I don't think I can celebrate her enough, because I'm so proud of you, Cici. I don't know if you're on here. She's in she's in Vegas too, so she has, you know, midnight hours. But she leads the Kama Care team in Vegas, Hawaii, Vegas people, and yeah, so she reached gold last month, and she is also the first Diamond Club participant. And she are we on our third month, right, Liza? Third month of Diamond Club. This is the last
It's
month.
the last month.
Last month of Diamond Club. Cece made it to the last month of Diamond Club. Please cheer her on, everybody. I am gonna pick Liza's brain in a little bit about what Diamond Club is, why Diamond Club, but Cece is one of our Hui members that is doing it and is committing, and I'm just so, gosh, when she told me she was going for it, I was like, you do it. I'm here. Whatever you need, we're here for you. And so we want to congratulate her on her last month of Diamond Club. We also had a really big enrollment and an advancement month last month. So totaling, we have about 537 members in Aloha Aila, which is huge. I mean, 537 houses that we are able to be in, and we grew by 33 homes. I like kind of saying homes because that's 33 homes, that's 33 families that are taking their wellness and their health into their own hands, and really just, you know, sharing it with their ohana, with their communities. But I think she's on here, yeah. So I want to also shout out Pua Baker. She was our top enroller of the month. Woo! And guys, she has been doing this for like maybe Pua, look at Pua, she's so cute. Pua, you're so awesome. Pua was our top enroller. She had an amazing month, and I can just see this light and momentum behind you, Mama. You're so inspiring. Thank you so much for choosing doTERRA and choosing us to partner with you. So mahalo. Next up, I'm gonna throw it to my sister. Lindsay's gonna talk about the product of the month and some promos that we have before we segue into the next part of our call, which is our amazing Liza. Okay, Linz, take it.
Okay, so I have a basket of things. Ready? Who's ready? I literally have everything except for one thing. Okay. So, oh shoot, I got scared. Sorry. I got scared. I thought it was a gecko, but it was a tag. Okay, so first, there's a bunch of different promos this month. It's kind of overwhelming. There's all kinds of special stuff. But basically, there's a Father's Day collection, the Ama V. That's $34.50 wholesale. It looks like this. It's super cute. It's like, I don't know. It's durable. And then it comes with the bath bar. And then this smell is like, it's definitely more of a mammy smell, but I like it. Like, it's really good. I really like it. So bath bar, and then the 10 ml roller. So this is the fortifying blend, which I think is super cool. I use this a lot. Like, I literally have it. And I bring it out when I feel like times are like protruding as far as like energy, right? So it's like, it helps build a wall. Like, and right now, like in social media, like there's so much things that it's like bursting at you. So like, you got to put up a wall. I think On Guard does that, but like, I feel like this really does that too. Like, it's like, whoa, like barrier. So bathe in it, put it on, I don't know, gift it. This is a great gift. I think I might keep one. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, next. The Citrus Bloom collection. So this is available all month. Yeah, sis? I think, yeah? All month until they sell out. So these are going fast. So the next thing that's going to probably sell out super fast, I think last we checked is like 50% sold out already, or like on track to sell out, but it's a Citrus Bloom collection. It is. Okay, ready? Who's ready? So it comes with, shoot, how much was it? It was $50 wholesale. It comes with a hand and body lotion. How do the people do it? Like this, yeah? They hold their hand behind like this. Lotion, it smells so good too. The foaming hand wash and the bottle it comes with, super nice bottle. And then it comes with the body wash, which I'm excited about because they only offer one body wash in like a bottle like this. And I like it, but yeah, this smell, if you haven't smelled this, it's like, how would you describe citrus bloom? Like it's super florally, it's really light. It's not even, it's really nice actually. It's very nice. And then deodorant. Springtime blend deodorant. Yeah. And it's all pink. It's super cute. So that is on special until it sells out. It's $50. Aw, baby, a kid. Okay, and then there's one more thing, or two more things. If you place your LRP order by the 15th, you get the product of the month. So 125 PV. If you don't know what PV is, it's product value, point value. So put it in the chat. We can help you out with that. But yes, so 125 PV before the 15th, and you get the, shoot, where is it? It's here. Oh, I have a hard time saying this. Miaoli. I don't know. It's so crazy saying, but it's like, it looks like Melaleuca. It smells sort of like Melaleuca, but there's something else in it. But yeah, you get this for free. They don't even offer this. I love that they've been doing exclusive oils that we can't even get. Like, I'm just collecting them right now because, like, yeah, this is awesome. So, Mia Oli. And then this one is, I know they're featuring it a lot for springtime cleaning. It smells super fresh. So I'm sure that it has a lot of like cleansing properties too. I haven't looked in it, but I did smell it with my sister. Whenever I get new oils in, I call her and we smell it together. Yeah, it smells like Kelly said, it smells like Vicks, but yeah, you get this. And then if you bump up your order to 200 PV, which is super easy because there's so much amazing things right now, you get, where'd it go? Oh, I got it. Oh, you get Immortelle. Immortelle is the anti-aging blend. This bottle is so beautiful. They engraved like a plant on there. I don't know if you guys got it yet, but it's so beautiful. So this is not a touch. It is not, I mean, it is like, it's a stainless steel, but it is, there's no dilution in it. It's straight oil. It's very, 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 very strong. So I know everyone should be safe with these oils. So if you get this, make sure you dilute down, especially if you're putting on your face, just be safe. Look this up because this is a really great oil. And then as far as like energy and like emotion wise, yeah, I separate them. I like give them out. It's an amazing divine oil. And I feel like a lot of people like, it comes in and out of their life when they need it, and it's great for spot treatment too, and like, sunspots and stuff. Just make sure, oh yeah, Jordan has, check the chat, perennial. I don't know anything about that yet. I'm not a mom yet, but, check the chat.
Perineal.
Oh, sorry. Whatever. Uterus. All that stuff. Okay, yeah, so if you do your LRP order that's 200 PV, you get the Immortelle. And that is for the whole month, or I guess until they sell out, if they become unavailable. So if you do it before the 15th, you get this one plus the Mia Oli, and then you're super soaked. You're super, super soaked. So that's it. Oh yeah, beautiful blend. No. Beautiful, the spray. It comes in like a body spray. It's really, really amazing. I used it through my whole Miss Hawaii USA for an amazing glow and natural moisturizer, because #AshyKnees. It's really bad. Like, it's really bad. Gotta moisturize. So yeah, it's really good for that, and it gives you a little shimmer. And if you've smelled the beautiful, like if you've smelled the beautiful, you'll know. So that's 15% off all month. June is super lit. I would get on the Citrus Bloom now if you can, because that thing is gonna sell out. So stock up. I got two of each. But yes, thank you. That's it. That's my bit.
I think it's probably closer to like 60 or 70% sold out. Yeah, Eliza.
Oh yeah, probably by now.
Yeah, it was a few days ago. Thank you so much for that. And then before we get into our guest speaker, I want to kind of cover the classes that we have. So events, if you're new to our team, every Wednesday we do an oils online at 10 a.m. with Lindsay. And then we do a wealth and wellness at 1 p.m., which is more of like you have your oils now, what? and a little touch of opportunity. Depending on the week, we'll also do like a 1:30 biz alignment call. But those are just week to week, depending on what our team wants to hear about. Last week we did a back office training that was really helpful, and I'm so stoked that you guys like that. And then last, everyone on this call is invited on Sunday morning, Hawaii Standard Time. Lindsay and her new builder, her new leader, Anne Marie, they are doing Aloha Sundays, and what that is, it's a yoga and oils practice. And so they'll be going into flow, into yoga flow with oils. And this first week, it's going to be super simple. Everyone should have these 3. It's peppermint, lavender, frankincense, and they'll be using that within the practice. I may or may not turn my camera on because I have not done yoga in a really long time.
And Jordan is not a morning person.
But we're here for it. It's 8 a.m. On Sundays I try and wake up early, so so we will be there. So yeah, Island Essential Island living women, men, all you guys, get into the flow with us. We would love it. And I can send that those links and everything to Liza for her to put out. But before I forget, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, and then the last thing too, I don't know if you guys heard, but convention has gotten moved to online, virtual convention. Woohoo! When I first heard about it, I was kind of bummed because I was like, I love convention. I love going to Utah and feeling like it's just something different. If you haven't ever been, I strongly urge you to go. If you feel any kind of call for that, you don't have to be building doTERRA. There are hundreds of customers that go that and doTERRA caters to everyone. And so I was really bummed just because I love being able to travel, but with everything that's happening right now, I think it's for good that we stay closer to home and we just be safe on that sense. But I was also thinking, if we have enough people on this team, and if our government opens back up and people are kind of getting more into the groove of it, I would love to host the idea of like a convention staycation where we all go to a hotel and pile up into a room and just watch convention in a nice air-conditioned hotel and then hang out in that sense. So Liza, maybe we'll come to Maui. It'd be so much fun.
We're already on this.
Oh my God, are you serious?
I think we have a space, and it's my grandparents' property, but they have rental cottages on like 2 acres. So we're gonna, I think we're gonna do it for sure.
Oh my God!
And then we can have like a big team, even
Absolutely.
if people don't stay over. Yeah, and we're gonna recreate like walking and stuff for the people that didn't get to walk and everything.
That's what I was bummed out, is the recognition. I mean, we've been there, and it's just this level of energy. It's just high vibes the entire time. For sure. So hui aloha Aila, we may go to Maui, and we might go to Waikiki. We'll see. And so, but just please plan on definitely being together, because I think when you're experiencing convention with one another, that's what makes it that huge opportunity, right? A huge shift in your business, even in just being a customer, is doing it all together. So convention, online, virtual. Okay, so happy that Liza and all of her amazing women are on this call with us. I've known Liza, how long have we known each other? I feel like I've known you for all of my life, but it really hasn't been very long.
A couple of years now,
years,
right?
Yeah.
I used to stalk Jo on Instagram before we were actually friends, and I would comment on all her kids' pictures. And he was like young, like a baby at that time. I'd be like, oh my God, I love them so much. They're so cute. And then we became real friends, and I felt less weird about it.
I love it. And now I stalk you. Isn't that funny how that works? But this has been one of the greatest cross-line relationships I have grown in this business. And she, even to the point of, she helps with Power of 3 training. It's just her heart Her heart is so humongous. And I seriously owe so much to the success of our team and the values of our team to this woman. She lives in Maui. I don't cry.
I know. Why are you being all?
Because I love you. But seriously, if you're on her team, I'm so jealous. Because you have such an amazing leader here, you guys. I'm always like, Liza, you're my upline. You're just pretend. But yeah, so I asked Liza to jump on just because she's not gonna tell you this, but she is number one for Diamond Club right now, you guys. Number freaking
our team is number one for Diamond Club.
Absolutely. And see, look at that. She has to correct me. Her team is number one for Diamond Club, which is, she's gonna explain what that even means. But you guys, this is not a light matter. She's momentum, she's boss, mom, entrepreneur, and I'm just so excited that you said yes to joining us tonight. I sent Liza
I will never say no to you, Jo.
Thanks. I sent Liza a couple questions to answer, so please, if you have any questions for her, write them in the chat. Linz and I will be moderating that, but take it away, Eliza Yoshida.
Hey everybody. Hi. Okay, so I don't want to like bore you with too much of my journey details, but I think there are a couple of points that are important, and I'm sorry to my team who have heard them all ad nauseum, but I was the person who did not believe in oils. So when people talk to me about essential oils 6.5 years ago, well, I guess more like 7 years ago, because November will be my 7th year at doTERRA, I would get really irritated. I would roll my eyes. My palms would get sweaty. In my head, I would just like will them to stop talking to me about their hippie dippy voodoo. Like I didn't want anything to do with it. And I had a few people that talked to me about it. And I remember just really feeling awkward about it. And then I had kids. And they were sick all the time, and I was giving them medicine all the time, and I was just really desperate. And I turned to a really good friend who I trusted. Not that I didn't trust the other people, but I was like, okay, if you're using it, then maybe there's something to it. I bought a kit, didn't know what to do with it. She came over. I hosted my first class at the same time as I learned how to use my family physician kit at the time, and I guess the rest is history. My journey is ongoing and continues to be ongoing. So, whenever I do lifestyle overviews, I always laugh because at the bottom of our wellness pyramid is eating right. And that's the thing I suck the most at. Really good at exercise. I'm pretty good at resting and managing stress, and the other, reducing my toxic load. But doTERRA is for everyone. It's not just for certain people. And that's what I didn't understand when I started. And I think that this is really important for you to remember, because I say this all the time. I hear my poor team that's on here. I don't even know why you guys come to still hear me talk, but a no now doesn't mean a no forever. And you don't want to give up on people because they could be your next diamond leader, right? Or blue diamond leader. And you always want to be respectful of people's space and their energy around it. But just recognize that you don't know what's going to happen in someone's life that's going to change their mind about something like essential oils, about something that they really see no value in, that they don't understand about, that they don't believe in. And so, I always say, like, I kind of would want me on my team. And so I'm sure my upline would tell you she's super stoked that it was her that I felt comfortable with, starting this journey on. And it's still a journey. The first year or two I used oils, it really was for my kids and for their health and wellness. And then I started doing supplements and LOV. Then I started to swap out my personal care products and started to think about redirected spending. And why am I going to buy shampoo and conditioner and soap from Costco or Target, which are basically the two places I shop besides doTERRA, when I can buy them from myself and get better, cleaner products and get money back. And so just remember that, be kind to yourself on this journey, and that everybody's on a journey. So even though you know how amazing these oils are, even though you know all the things they can do, even though you know how bad Clorox wipes are, and hand sanitizer from Bath and Body Works are, if other people don't, you can educate them, you can guide them, you can lead them, but you can't force them into it until they're ready. But you also never want to give up on them. So that's kind of my doTERRA story, I guess, from more of a customer aspect. As far as building the business, again, it just kind of happened. My friend came over to teach me how to use my oil. She said, why don't you get a few friends together? And I did. And I enrolled a couple of people. And I started using the oils. I started having success. And, you know, I just said this on a class I taught an hour ago. Life is networking. So I started to have these experiences and I started to share it with my family and friends. And they were like, well, I need that. Like, I'm a teacher. I'm tired all the time. My kids are sick all the time. You know, all the things. I'm a mom. And so I just kept sharing and sharing. I had no idea about the compensation plan. I didn't understand those things. I had no idea about ranks. There was no, like, I never had a business overview. Those of you that are getting the business now, I mean, this has been like almost 7 years for me. You guys have tools that we never even had when we started, like nothing, systems and tools we never even had. And so I just started sharing and enrolling people. And I will say, convention is what changed the game for me. My upline bought me a ticket. I think I went as an elite or a premier. And whatever I went at, I was like, this is legit. Like, you don't just fall in love with the company more, you connect with them on such a level of, it's super hard to explain. And I hope that if this is your first year of convention, I hope that virtual convention can do that for you. But I'm going to tell you honestly, it probably won't. It'll still be awesome, but it won't be the same. And so get your butts to the next in live convention when they have it, because for me, that was a real turning point when I started to pay attention more to the details of the business. And I really focused on Power of Three for structure, because prior to this, I just kind of was, I mean, I think I knew about it, but that was the turning point for me. I built really slow and steady. I've built by working full time. A full-time classroom teacher. I had 2 young kids. They were 3 and 1. My husband is a police officer, but then he was on shift work. So really demanding schedule, could get called out at any time, held over at any time. So I had 0 time to build this business, and I made the time. And anything that's really important to you, you'll make the time for. And just Wednesday night on our team call, we talked about this idea of a hobby versus a business. And it's okay, doTERRA, if you want doTERRA to just be a hobby and you just want to make a little extra money to pay for your product, more power to you. Just know that your hobby is going to produce a hobby paycheck. And if you really want to do this as a business, you got to put in the work. Now, I don't believe that you need to, I mean, you have to put in work, but if you can do a power hour every day, or even a power hour, half an hour every day, and really focus on income producing actions and activities, you're going to get the most bang for your buck, and you can be successful in this business. The only way you fail is if you quit. And these are all the things that you've heard from many other leaders, but it's really my journey. I did go halftime 2 years ago when I hit platinum, and it was too much already. And I was making more money with doTERRA. So, you know, it was fine financially. And now I have to say I work halftime for my school district on Maui because I want to. Because the money is not really worth it compared to what I make in doTERRA. But I love my job, and I have enough hours to do both, and I get to fill my cup. So doTERRA is such this venue and avenue for hope and healing and whatever your wildest dreams are. But you gotta do the work. You gotta stay consistent, and you have to build relationships. My friendship with Joe and Lynn's, like, I don't want to get, teary-eyed, but I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Like, you cannot even explain. And my whole team and my whole community, I'm so grateful for. Like, they bring me so much joy, and I wake up and I show up for my family and for them, but cross-line connections are invaluable as well. So as you guys continue in this business, the 2 things that we stress on our team, integrity, 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 integrity. Jo said something when she was introducing me that just pulled at my heartstrings, and she said the values that I've helped to bring to her team, and that is what I'm most proud of, is that we always get to step into this doing the right thing all the time, even when other people aren't. That's you're never going to go wrong when you do the right thing, and you're never going to go wrong when you're properly educating your customers that are spending money on these products. When you're giving them the education that they deserve for the money that they spend, you're always going to be doing right. So I think that's my soapbox spiel. I don't know if I missed anything, but
that was beautiful. That was absolutely perfect. I loved every second. Okay, perfect. So my next question was, what is Diamond Club? Right? Everyone has been hearing Diamond Club here, Diamond Club there. What is Diamond Club, and why did you decide to go for it?
So for those of you guys that are new, Diamond Club looks completely different than it ever has in the past, and not just because of COVID. COVID's totally also changed how it's looked. But previously in Diamond Club, you had to travel outside of your home area by so much mile radius. So we've heard in the business for over all these years, like, if you want to be Diamond, you got to do Diamond Club. But there is so much travel involved. And I talked to several leaders in Hawaii that did Diamond Club, and they said, you spend so much money, because we all know what an inter-island ticket costs, right? Plus then it's like car and, you know, hotel and whatever. I never considered Diamond Club. One, I was a mom. I worked full time. My husband's a cop. So it's not like I just had this super like, well, let me flit off to an island for 3 days or whatever. And then doTERRA changed Diamond Club, and they said, okay, we're going to take out the travel, and we're just really going to focus on the education portion. Now, meanwhile, I've always kind of been, I tend to be a top enroller on my team. I say this a lot too, like, and this is for all of you, whatever level you're at, you need to lead from the front. You should be, if you're not the one on your team kicking ass, you should be. Because if you expect that other people are going to show up and do work and pour themselves into this business, but you're not, I mean, you know, so, you know, leading from the front, it's funny because, so I've always kind of been a top enroller. Not every month, my team members are definitely catching up with me, which I love. So I finally won my first incentive trip. I had not competitive. I don't pay attention to those types of things. But I just so happened to win, I placed in both Prime Wellness, so I can't wait to go to Bulgaria. And then I also placed for incentive trip, which was on the Big Island this last year. And so at incentive trip, they talked a lot about Diamond Club, and my blue diamond upline, it's quite a few levels up for me, had already reached out and was like, you have to do this. And I'm like, I don't want to do this. Like, I don't want to be in a competition. Like, this business is not about competition to me. And she's like, but you got to do it. And I was like, ugh. And then I went to incentive, and you know, it was all about Diamond Club. And I was talking to other crossline leaders that were doing it, like Ashley, who was your guys' guest call the last time. And again, if I'm going to hold myself to that standard of leading from the front, then I shouldn't at any point ever be encouraging anyone else to try Diamond Club if I've never done it. And that's really why I made the decision to do it. I tried my very best to get some of my leaders to do it, but they all work full time. They're all moms. And they said, you know what, Liz, can we just support you this time? Can you just do it? And we'll, get a feel for it. And so that is why I ended up doing Diamond Club. To me, what Diamond Club just means is one of the two things our team stands for, which is education. It's just this up leveling of the amount of education that you're pushing out to people, and really forcing you to dig deep and asking people to host classes at your classes, which is something I've never, ever done. You guys also have to understand, I've been a pretty much knee builder. We had it prior to COVID. We didn't offer a ton of things like classes online. We offer our weekly team call online, but not classes. So when all of this happened, we definitely had to pivot, but we did. Luckily, because we had been doing team calls already on Zoom and utilizing this platform, it was easy for me to say, okay, we're just going to move everything online. And I don't feel like it's anything. I mean, I'm doing my part in Diamond Club. Diamond Club, I will say, is a lot of work. It's a lot of work. One, just there's a lot of administrative work. There's a lot of details to keep track of. You have to input all the people from all the classes. You have to make sure that the code work. You have to make sure that they get their oils. You have to make sure that the points were awarded. So that part has been tricky and challenging and something. I mean, luckily I'm detail oriented, but it's definitely been, you don't want to go and do something like Diamond Club unless you're willing to put in the extra work, which is why like Cece doing it, she ranked advanced to gold. Ashley Kama, Diamond Club, she ranked advanced to blue diamond. Like if you do the work in Diamond Club, you're going to get the results, because the work is saying you got to go out there, you got to teach classes, and you got to ask people to host classes, and you just got to book classes from classes. And yeah. So, but it, what does first place mean? Well, first of all, there's a grand prize. So really we're second place, which I don't want to like play it down because it's huge. There was over 1,600 people that started in Diamond Club. And I think less than half have still continued on. I think a lot of people have found it hard to pivot in the given times. What does that mean? It means that my team has just stepped up. And for those of them that are on here, thank you. I don't take any credit, individual credit for Diamond Club at all. Yes, I'm the Diamond Club participant, and yes, I do a significant amount of work for it, but it really is other people rising. And that whole saying about like we rise by lifting others, this accomplishment, it's not like winning Bulgaria Prime Wellness or winning incentive trip. I should say earning Prime Wellness, earning incentive trip. This is a collective team effort. And what I'd like to think is that as a leader, my team has built belief in me. And, obviously they have belief in the company and the product, but they built belief in me and what we stand for, and have really decided to take their businesses to the next level and introduce a lot more people to the business opportunity. So yeah, that's pretty much Diamond Club in a nutshell. I mean, I'm happy to answer any questions or things about Diamond Club if you guys have any.
Yeah, if anyone has questions, please feel free to either unmute or you can type it in the box. But I do have one more question for you.
Yeah, of course.
So how we have majority advocates on here, and so a huge one is, how do you keep momentum? How do you keep momentum, and just tips?
Okay. Any of my team members, if I forget anything that I say often or that you want to chime in, please do. So momentum, again, you got to lead from the front. I'm going to be real and raw and honest. I have never stopped. I have never had a day where I don't do something for my business. There are definitely days, you guys, that I will do less. And when I travel with my family, which is one of my absolutely favorite things to do, you better believe like I am traveling for the most part, but I am getting up a half an hour to an hour earlier than everybody and doing back office work, texting people. I'm staying up an hour, half an hour later. So even if for the entire day I'm with my family, I am still carving out time to do doTERRA. I have never stopped. And I think that that's how you keep momentum going. Now, here's the thing though. You're like, but what if I stop? Then start again and then do your damnedest not to stop. The biggest surefire way to kill your own momentum is to start letting all of those limiting beliefs and that comparison and all the self-sabotage stuff that we all do and all are capable of happen to us. And the more that we can work on just putting blinders on and just focusing on ourselves, is so critical. And I'm super stoked because my team's finally really getting on board. A bunch of them have done strength finders recently. If you have not done Gallup strength finders, you need to get in touch with what your strengths are so you can work within them and celebrate them, and then find people who can help you with the things that you're not strong at. So Tasha's on here, and I can tell she's driving, but today she texted me and she was like, she's starting to set up her weekly class time. And she's like, what time should I do? And I was like, well, she goes, I need help. Executor is not one of my strengths. And I just love that. And I said, well, perfect, because executor is one of my strengths. She's like, yeah, I know. That's why I'm asking you. So I said, well, first of all, you know, I want you and T to decide together 1 or 2 date or times that work best for you guys, and then put them out to your leaders and say, we want to do a weekly class. Which of these 2 days and times work best for you, you know? And so knowing your strengths and knowing what you do just almost naturally is part of who you are, helps you and allows you to thrive in there. And then what they say with strengths is, if some of the things you're not great at, you don't want to overly focus on getting better at those. You want to find people and resources that can help you in those areas. For instance, and I don't know where this falls in Gallup, but like making things is not my strength, like graphics. And then I see, you know, we have a new team member on this called Christy. I mean, yes, Joe loves that kind of stuff. She's like, oh, here, let me just whip something out. Christy's amazing. And I'm like, can I borrow that graphic? Like, you know, so we all have something that we bring, and collectively we all are stronger together. And so, you know, the best way to keep the momentum going is for everyone to be really clear on what they bring to the table, and then how they're going to help to move past or move into or get help with the things that maybe they're not strong at. The other things I'm going to say is the IPes and pipes. So preparing, inviting, presenting, enrolling, supporting. You have to focus on income producing activities. I see a lot of people in this business who focus on the prepare phase. Let me know everything about the oils. Let me know everything about the compensation plan. You know, I didn't know any of that. I knew a few oils that I used. Remember, I didn't even believe in oils. Okay. And I just learned as I went. And when people asked me questions that I didn't know, I was like, here, let me look it up. Right. Don't get stuck in prepare. What you want to do is have a story. And if you're using the oils and the products, you have a story. And just tonight, I taught a class, and the person who hosted the class told 3 incredible stories with On Guard Cleaner Concentrate, lavender, and there was one more. Oh, it was for teething, copaiba. I just collected 3 more stories. Okay. So the stories don't always have to be yours. That's all you need is the stories, your stories preferably, but a story. And then you need to get out there and you need to invite people, and you have to be fearless in that. You cannot be afraid of the no, because a no now doesn't mean a no forever. And if somebody actually answers you, that's a lot better than silence. In this business. And that's a person I would still put down on my list, and in 6 months I'd reach out again, because you don't know what's going to change in that person's life in 6 months, that all of a sudden they're going to change their mind about the hope and healing that doTERRA brings them. So yeah, I mean, you know, surrounding yourself, being here, showing up. Those of you guys that showed up to this call, that's one way that you keep the momentum, by showing up, by surrounding yourself with people that are positive and moving in the right direction. I shouldn't say the right direction. There's no right direction. The same direction, or in the same spaces you are, and being willing to leave people behind when they're not. You know, I think we don't do a good enough job of just saying, I'm going to go ahead and cut that negative energy and space out of my life and move past it. And just, you know, find the people that are going to move forward, you know, forward with me. So, yeah, I feel like, I think that's it. If anybody on my team wants to say anything else, but
no,
I think
perfect.
That's it.
That was perfect. I mean, Strength Finder is huge. That's definitely a resource that we utilize. Strength Finder. My top, and I totally agree with that too, is just because you're not particularly good in one strength doesn't mean you have to go and make up for it. You know, like that's the beauty of this test, is it tells us what we're naturally already bringing to the table. And then you go out and you find someone else that's naturally already bringing that to the table. And your puzzle pieces, right? You're just creating this beautiful puzzle with all your strengths. So my number one is futuristic, and my number two is connectedness. So definitely utilizing that. But executor, that's low on my list. And so I love that is high for you. That's high five. That's why we do this.
Well, what's funny is that if I look at just my top 5, my top 3 are influencer, but when I unlocked my top 10, I have 3 relationship, 3 influencer, and 3 executor. And a lot of my strategic are at the very end of my 34.
So interesting.
It's very interesting. So then once I unlocked all 34, was like, I felt like, okay, this does represent me a little bit more, because because like some of my relationship ones are relator, harmony, and positivity. Okay. And so and you know, so then I was like, okay, I felt like that gave me a little, so as much as possible, I mean, your top 5 are great, but once you dig a little deeper and you unlock all 34, you get a broader picture of really your strengths. And it's just so funny because a lot of people that are successful in this business have competitive that are really high. My highest is significant. So mine is different in the sense, like, I don't want to win anything I don't need to win a prize or compete against others. It's not, but I need to be seen as making an impact in the world.
Which is
you know, so it's a different way. It's a different type of, it's what drives me. And it's
a different drive.
It's a different drive than someone who's like, I want to win and I want to get the prize. You know, I want to leave a mark on this world. I need to make a difference. And this is true in my teaching profession and in doTERRA. I'm not okay with just status quo. I want to push myself.
Excellence. You want excellence.
Yeah.
Oh, well, if anyone has any questions, hey babe. If anyone has any questions or unmute yourself, or you can always, message us on the side too. This is going to be going out to our team as a recording. But again, Liza, thank you so much. Perfect. We're under the hour.
I love you so much.
Love you too.
I love you so much.
And thank you everyone for showing up. I know it's Friday night and, quarantine is slowly being lifted, I feel. I literally came running in from the house. We just came back from a Sunset Beach and I'm like, I gotta get on my call. But thank you again so much, everybody, and we hope you have a beautiful June.
Yes.
A successful, momentum-driven June. And and yoga. If you guys want to come to yoga, please, I'll let Liza know the links.
I have the graphic, but if I need like the Zoom room or whatever, I will get that from you. Okay. Thanks, everybody. So nice to see everybody tonight.
Thanks,
Liza. Have a good weekend. Love you guys. Bye.
Ahui ho.